Hey, and it's great to see you once again, and it's planting season. I'm here at the Lieneman farm, 6 miles east of Beatrice, just back here visiting family. We're a week late for Easter. I have a brother that's a firefighter and a sister that's a nurse, and me being a pastor, sometimes it's hard to get the family and the cousins all together, but it's great to be with family. It's great to come together to celebrate Jesus's resurrection. But our farmers, if they haven't been in the fields yet planting, they soon will be. It's that time of the year. I grew up here on the farm, and it's an exciting time of the year. Our farmers have been, just anxiously waiting to get back out here to get the corn and the soybean in the field. But you may notice if you look around a little bit, it's dry out here. It's dry really throughout Nebraska and to Kansas and to Iowa. We've missed out on a lot of those rains, but really the thing that I've come to truly admire about farmers is their faithfulness. And if you're a farmer, you have to be the type of person who trusts God, who has a faith that God's provided in the past, and God will provide again in the future. And our farmers, a lot of them are getting out in the fields, and they're planting into dry soil, dusty soil. But as they do that, they're trusting that God's going to send those timely rains, that God will provide that moisture, and that the crops will grow. And some years are better than others, but farmers, they're people of faith, trusting that God will provide. It reminds me in the Old Testament when Moses and the Israelites are freed out of Egypt. God will send Moses into Egypt, and God will send those 10 plagues, and God will part the Red Sea, and Moses and the Israelites come out on the other side, and they're surrounded by desert. Everything is barren. There's no food. There's no water, but they do have God. And God provided for them every single day. God provided for them manna by morning, quail by night, and water every day that people learn to depend upon God. And I think God did this for a purpose and for a reason. And for those 40 years, those people came to learn to trust God, fully depend upon God. It reminds me of the Lord's Prayer as well. When we pray the Lord's Prayer, we pray, Lord, give us this day our daily bread. You see a farmer behind me. And you know what? Those farmers, they've learned to trust God. They've learned that God will provide. You do what you've been called to do. You go out and you trust that God will do what He has promised to do as well. So, a lesson from our farmers out here planting in the dry land, trusting that God will provide, that God will be good. We too live our life faithfully. We too walk by that faithfulness, relying upon God's good gifts, and we're just dependent upon God as well. So very grateful that you stopped in again. I know it's a little bit shorter devotion today. Farmers are out here. We're trusting God for good weather. May you also trust God in your life as you continue to walk in Jesus' footsteps.